since they turned it just so we can get a better view?
Why? So he can get a better view. You pointing at the wrong shit. So this right here, everybody get a chance to look at it.
Yeah, nah, Mel, that would make me laugh every time. We gotta get a better view. Let me get a shot.
Drum pad.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, drums
Drum on the outside.
the half moon shaped pieces on the inside of the brake pads. Everybody got it?
Got it.
So, my brake drum, properly mounted secure, it's not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. Properly mounted secure, it's not bent, cracked, or damaged. It's got a minimal 1/8 of a tank of depth. It's not leaking. The cap is on the tight, and it's not leaking. That's all you gotta say.
It's not
no metal to metal contact, none of that. No.
So look at the depth tank. Look at the depth tank on that paper. Do it say banded?
They got me talking so much.
Do it say anything about being banded?
Did you know, real quick, we was told that this is the end of A and beginning of B. So where's that? That's what we were told.
That's what we was taught.
Yeah.
They need one person to teach this shit. Yeah. That's where they going wrong at. Having different people to teach it.
I'm gonna say so much shit. He gonna be like, God damn.
You ain't gonna even know what you said, though. You know what I'm saying?
When they say lights, then
This is the Georgia and Alabama line.
What are they referring
This
to?
is Georgia. This is Alabama.
So that's A.
Is it in Georgia or Alabama?
Georgia. Stick to
Georgia's
Georgia.
A.
Georgia's
A.
A.
Okay.
From here.
So it's not an A and B. It's just A.
So why Mr. Bailey tell us that?
Some trucks have that light in here.
Gotcha.
If you look on that Volvo, that light is right here. That Freightliner, right there. You go look at that black truck up with the strap on the hood. The light is right here.
So we have to mention it if it's there.
If it's there, then mention it. I don't have to. Didn't we already talk? Wait a minute. Didn't we already talk about this one?
Yes.
So why would I say it again? Do I need to go back around there and talk about the air compressor?
No. I went by what said on the shirt. It said instructor. So the instructor gave us
Now, I look up here at the top. I'm just going to work my way down.
Yeah.
So at the top, I got my reflectors. Probably mine is secure. They're not cut, frayed, torn, clean, clear, white and cold.
That's the 50%. What? Replace. Oh, okay.
Look right here.
Utility light.
This is my utility light. It's properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged, no missing parts of hardware, clean, clear, white and cold. My fuel tank. On the test truck, it'll be right there. But here it's here. It doesn't matter. Same verbiage. Fuel tank, properly mounted, secure. It's not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. It's not leaking. It's properly banded. My fuel cap is properly mounted, secure. It's not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. All right. I pull it off. I check the seal on the inside. Make sure it's not cut, dry, right, afraid, excessively worn. No leaks. Now, if you get the whole truck, remember this. A through G, add P, then work your way out. A through G, add P, work your way out. So if you get B of the whole truck, if you follow this, you won't have no problem. A, airlines. B, bulkhead. C, cross member of the catwalk. D, both drive shafts. E,
They told me this is the bulkhead.
that's
for
not
B,
the bulkhead. That's the back of the tractor.
and they said this is the bulkhead for C. That's what I'm talking about. What teachers taught me, man.
You ain't gotta say shit.
And I heard that from two
You ain't
different
gotta say
instructors.
shit. Tell me their names.
Miss Sabrina and Mr. Robert.
I'll square their asses away.
Okay, thank you.
This is not the bulkhead. This is the bulkhead. Okay?
Hey, I had to just come on here real quick and this damn video make me laugh. It's making me laugh, dog. It's making me laugh because them damn teachers ain't tell y'all this shit.
This is not the bulkhead. This is the back of the truck.
Oh.
You gotta say shit about this right here. So, again, A is my airline. B is the bulkhead. C is my cross member. If you got one, talk about the catwalk. D is both drive shafts. E is my exhaust. You got two things. An electrical line. F is the frame. G is the glad hand. P is the pigtail. A through G, add P, and you cover all this stuff right here in this area. Then I work from the inside out. Make sense?
Yeah.
So, now when you talk about these airlines, you have to mention leaks 3 times. 3 times. So, pay close attention to what I'm about to say. Airlines, properly mounted, secure, they not cut, frayed, dry rot, excessively worn, no leaks. They're not hanging lower than the frame, touching the frame. They are connected properly at the trailer with no leaks, and connected properly at the tractor with no leaks. You have to say that. All right? B, my bulkhead, properly mounted, secure. It's not bent, cracked, or damaged. No bulges, holes, tears, no missing rivet. If it was, I'll replace it with a bolt. Clearance lights at the top, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. Clean and clear, amber in color. My cross member, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. No missing parts or hardware, no illegal welds or holes. My drive shafts, front and rear, properly mounted, secure, they not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. No missing parts or hardware, free of clearing any debris. My exhaust, down here on the other side of the drive shaft, properly mounted, secure, is not bent, cracked, or damaged. No missing parts or hardware. No excessive soot that would indicate it leaking. Same thing you said about the wires on the alternator. Same thing you hear, with the exception of not touching the frame. So my electrical line, properly mounted, secure. It's not cut, frayed, dry rotted. Excuse me. No exposed wires or burnt insulation. It's not touching the frame. It's connected properly at the trailer. It's connected properly at the tractor. All right? My frame, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged, no missing parts, no illegal welds or holes. The cross member in the frame is the same exact version. My glad hand, properly mounted, secure, it's not bent, cracked, or damaged, no missing parts. When I take it off, I'm checking both seals to make sure they're not cut, dry rotted, frayed, and it doesn't leak. All right? My pigtail, add P. It's properly mounted, secure. It's not bent, cracked, or damaged, and missing parts. When I pull it out, I look in the holes to make sure it has no debris caught up in them. And I look on the inside to make sure I have all 7 complete pins. When I stick it back in, the cap locks it tight. That's all you gotta say. You ain't gotta talk about male, female, none of that. When I pull this off, I make sure there's no debris in it. And I'm checking on the trailer to make sure I got all 7 complete pins, and the cap locks it into place. That's it. A through G, add P. Now, shit is gonna start sounding familiar to what I said up there. So I'm gonna work my way from the inside out. Some of y'all wanna walk to the other side, you probably can see it a little better. Right here, this bar going across, that's the torque arm. You got 2 of them, one of them right here and one of them behind your 5th wheel. So, right here.
You pointed out one, that's it.
So, but I point them both out.
Okay.
My torque arms, front and rear. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. No missing bolts, parts, or hardware. All right, and it's not bent or warped or anything. Then I come to the inside. Right here. See right here, this is the brake line because it's going down into the brake chamber. This is my brake line. Properly mounted, secure, it's not cut, frayed, dry rotted, excessively worn, no leaks. Come down, y'all see that big round thing right there? That's my brake chamber. It's properly mounted, secure. Not bent, cracked, or damaged. It's not leaking. It's properly banded. All right? This big, see this round thing right here I'm touching? Can you see it? Right here. You see that? That's the slack adjuster. The push rod is at the bottom. Right here, can y'all see what I'm touching? This round part, the slack adjuster. Push rod, just point down at the bottom. So I got my slack adjuster. Properly mounted, secure, it's not bent, cracked, or damaged. no missing parts or hardware. Push rod down at the bottom, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. It doesn't what?
Doesn't leak.
More than an inch with the brakes released.
When you pull on it. It doesn't move no more than 1 inch with the brakes released when you pull on it. Then I got my spring mount here and in the rear. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. No missing bolts, parts, or hardware. My leaf spring. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged, not shifted. U-bolts. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. No missing bolts, parts, or hardware. Right behind it is my shock. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. No missing bolts, parts, or hardware. It's not leaking, and the bush is not worn. Behind it on the inside is the airbag and the airbag mount. So I got the airbag. Properly mounted, secure. It's not cut, dry rotted, frayed, no abrasions. Not excessively worn, not leaking. It's rubbing, right? Airbag mount, top and bottom. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. No missing bolts, parts, or hardware. They're both not leaking. Now, I go into my brake drum. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. It's free of dirt, oil, and grease, no debris, and it's not worn dangerously thin. Brake pad. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. It's free of dirt, oil, and grease, no debris. Got a minimum 1/4 inch on the pad. Now I come out to the tires. I'll come back over here. Same basic thing that I said about the tire up there, I'm gonna say here. So remember, TPC with just a few added things because these are 2 tires instead of 1. So I got my tires. They're properly mounted and secured. I got a minimum 2/32 tread depth, 100 PSI manufacturer specification. Condition. They're evenly worn, evenly spaced, with no debris caught up in them, and they're not mismatched in size. Same thing I said up there. It's evenly worn, got no abrasible, and then it go back to the same thing. It's got no abrasions, bulges, cuts, tears. You know what I'm saying? Not excessively worn, properly seated to the rim, and not leaking. Ain't that what I said up there?
You did.
Only difference I said here, that would evenly worn too. Evenly worn, evenly spaced with no debris caught up in it. Then it's got no abrasions, bulges, cuts, tears, not excessively worn, properly seated to the rim, and not leaking. That's all. If you compartmentalize tires, say this. This. Any brake chamber, say this. Remember, I got my slack adjusted push rod. Now, if you work top to bottom, you won't mess nothing up. If you remember 8 and 3, you won't miss nothing. 8 and 3. I got to talk 8 things here and 3 when I go behind the landing gear. All right? Notice, I'm never skipping a part. Y'all notice what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what piece that is, I'm not going to skip it to come back to it. I've already done my airlines. You don't have to do them twice. Y'all know that, right? A lot of people think you got to do them twice. So, right here, 1 is the apron. 2 is the skid plate. 3 is the release handle. It's on the other side here. 4 is the platform, the triangle piece. All right? Then, I forgot. No daylight between the apron and the skid plate. I'm up to 5. Then, the part with the holes in it. That's your platform mount. That's 6. I got all my mounting bolts, top and bottom. 7. 8 is the sliding pins. Y'all got it? So, apron. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. No illegal welds or holes. 2, skid plate. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. No illegal welds or holes. There's no daylight between the apron and the skid plate, and it's green. That one is 3. 4, my release handle. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. It's in the fully locked position. 5, platform. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. No missing bolts, parts, or hardware. 6, part with the holes. Platform mount. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. No illegal welds or holes. 7, all my mounting bolts. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. They're all tight, present, none are missing. And lastly, my sliding pins. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. They're in the fully locked position. 2 on this side, 2 on the other. Gotta say that.
Platform mount, platform bolt range, sliding pins.
Apron, skid plate, release handle, platform mount. All right. Mounting bolt, sliding pin, and there's no daylight between the apron and the skid plate. Now, the best way to do this is just sit down right in the middle. All right. Because if you're talking about 3 things you got to talk about besides the rest of the tractor, I'm going to finish up the coupling, then I'm going to do the rest of this. You have to be underneath here in the middle. So, just have a seat. So, while I'm down here, the 3 things I got to talk about is the kingpin, the lock and jaw, and the proper space from the landing gear to the mud flap. Okay? And that'll finish up the coupling. So I got my kingpin, that vertical bar is properly mounted to secure. It's not bent, cracked, or damaged. No illegal welds, not bent or warped. My locking jaw going across, properly mounted secure, not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. The locking jaw is around the shank of the kingpin. Everybody say it.
The locking jaw is around the shank of the kingpin.
Say it again.
The locking jaw is around the shank of the kingpin.
Say it again.
The locking jaw is around the shank of the kingpin.
Say it again.
The locking jaw is around the shank of the kingpin.
I guarantee you tomorrow none of y'all be able to say that shit. Last thing, I got the proper space from the landing gear to the mud flap. Okay? You have to say that. There's no measurement, just say I got the proper space. Now, while I'm back here, might as well finish up back of the tractor. I got reflectors on this one, so my reflector tape, DOT tape, properly mounted secure. It's not cut, frayed, torn, clean, clear, red, white, and color. Mud flap, properly mounted secure, not bent, crack, damage. No missing bolts, parts, or hardware. It's not touching the ground. My reflectors, properly mounted secure, not bent, crack, or damage, clean, clear, red, and color. Reverse light, properly mounted secure, not bent, crack, damage, clean, clear, white color. Multifunction, brake lights, turn signals in the back, properly mounted secure, not bent, crack, or damage, clean, clear, red, and color. Now, while I'm here, already here, talk about all my cross members down the bottom of the trailer. Properly secured, not bent, cracked, or damaged, no illegal welds or holes, not bent or warped. Landing gear, properly mounted secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. It's fully raised with no debris caught up in the feet, and the handle is stowed away. That's all you gotta say. Now, I'm ready to work up the side of my trailer. Now, just gonna work my way up. So, I got all my DOT reflector tape down the trailer. Properly mounted secure. It's not cut, frayed, torn, successfully worn, clean, clear, red, white, and color. My frame of the trailer. Properly mounted secure. Not bent, cracked, or damaged. No illegal welds or holes, not bent or warped. No missing bolts, parts, or hardware. Side of the trailer is the exact same thing as the bulkhead. Properly mounted secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. No bulges, holes, tears. No missing rivet. I replaced it with a bolt. Clearance lights at the top. Properly mounted secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. They're all clean, clear, amber, clean, clear, amber color. I'll talk about the ones in the back of the video. If you got marker lights at the bottom, properly mounted secure, not bent, cracked, damaged, clean, clear, amber in color. On the test trailer, it's gonna be a big arrow here. Y'all see them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the turn signal. You got it? Properly mounted secure, not bent, cracked, damaged, clean, clear, amber in color.
Mr. Gino, if we say, if we slip and say multifunctional light, we can still say that we can get away with that?
Marker light, clearance light.
Gotcha. I'm talking about like that turn signal.
This is a turn signal multifunction light on this trailer.
All right.
Marker lights just stay on. Y'all give us in, they don't flash, they don't do none of that.
You don't do that.
They don't do nothing. They just come on to basically show the outline of the whole trailer. Y'all get it?
Got it.
This turn signal, properly mounted secure, not bent, cracked, damaged. Now, of course, your trailer, this old trailer out here with the bat wing on the wind deflector. So, now I'm gonna do everything behind this set of tires. Suspension, brake, tires. the place you need to be is sitting right down there in the middle. So, some of y'all want to go around the other side. Come on, under. So, I'm starting from right here and work my way out. Got my brake line, properly mounted, secured. It's not cut, frayed, dry rot, excessively worn, no leaks. Brake chain, properly mounted, secured. Not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. It's not leaking. It's properly banded. In the back, see this stick up on top? That's my slack adjuster. Properly mounted, secured. Not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. No missing parts or hardware. Underneath is the push rod. Properly mounted, secure, it's not bent, cracked, or damaged. Should move no more than 1 inch with the brakes released when I pull on it. Then, I work my way in. Right here is the torque arm. Y'all know that, right?
Yes.
Some people get this confused. This is not the torque arm. This is. Torque arm, properly mounted, secure, it's not bent, cracked, or damaged. No missing bolts, parts, or hardware. I got my leaf spring mounts. Front and rear. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged, no missing bolts, parts, or hardware. Leaf spring, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged, not shifted out of place. U-bolts, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged, no missing bolts, parts, or hardware, and they're not loose. Got my brake drum. Same thing I set up there, same thing I'll say here. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged, free of dirt, oil, and grease, no debris, and not worn dangerously thin. Brake pads, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged, free of dirt, oil, and grease, no debris, and
No more than
three.
one quarter.
no a minimum. Think about it like just say I got a minimum 1/4 inch on the pad. Any brake pad is a minimum 1/4 inch. Any belt shouldn't move no more than 3/4 of an inch. All right. Think of everything in fractions. Brake pads is a 1/4 inch. Depth is 1/8 of a tank. Belts are 3/4 of an inch. Should move. Y'all get it?
Yes.
All right. Which brings me out to my tires. Tires, properly mounted, secure. They got a minimum 2/32 tread depth, 100 psi manufacturer specification condition. They're evenly worn, evenly spaced with no debris caught up in them, and they're not mismatched in size. They got no abrasions, bulges, cuts, tears to the sidewall. All right. You can throw in no exposed wires, properly seated to the rim, and they're not leaking. Ain't that pretty much everything I said about all the other tires?
Yes, you did.
So now, remember, tire, rim, valve stem, lug nuts. On to the hub, right?
Yes.
So here we go. Everybody slide out. Ain't nobody caught it yet, huh? Anybody catch it so far? Suck. 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 Y'all suck as examiners.
He must have got caught. And it,
Anybody caught it yet?
caught what?
Caught what?
The bus got rim?
Hmm?
Last in.
Anybody caught it yet?
The did you say brake line?
I ain't say shit about that tire there. Ain't none of y'all said nothing to me.
What happened to the mud flap? The axle. Did
Ain't
you
none of
talk
y'all
about the
said
axle?
shit. Y'all suck. Most classes.
What's
catch
the hub axle?
You just did the
Hub
first tires,
axle.
you didn't do the second.
You didn't do those tires.
it. None of y'all caught it. Y'all
Well, what
suck.
did you do? What did you say
What's
to
that?
us?
I
He
just
ain't
went on
saying-
past it.
He passed it. He ain't saying nothing
Y'all
about
don't
the
even
axle, the axle hub.
That's just the axle hub, because
Axle
these
sets.
are hub axles. That's
No,
just
no,
a regular
no, no.
axle, right?
This is an axle. These are hoods. That's an axle.
That's just a regular axle in the middle. So
Thought y'all-
hub, axle, hub.
Y'all ain't the smart class. Shut up. So now, I got my rim properly mounted, secure, not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged, no illegal welds or holes, not bent. Valve stems, one on this side, one on the other. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. Metal with the metal cap, and this is why I check my pressure with what?
That's truck tire pressure
pressure
gauge.
gauge.
We don't have to say bus style rim.
They're all bud style rims.
Well, they say we had to say bud style.
Rim, bud style rim, they all bud style rims. Every last one of them.
Okay.
Only difference between this rim
Mm-hmm.
and them silver rims up there, you can't have a metal rim up against aluminum rim. They gotta be the same thing. Now, got all my lug nuts. Properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. They're all tight, present, none missing. Rust indicator being loose, metal shavings indicator being cross-threaded. Hub, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. No missing bolts, parts, or hardware, and it's not leaking. Remember this, hub, axle, hub. It's not a hub axle or axle hub. It's one or the other. All right?
So did we talk about filling those too? Or no? In the hub?
What?
Hey.
These are self-contained. If it don't have, it's still a hub. It's just you can't add no oil to it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Got my mud flap, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, or damaged. No missing bolts, parts, or hardware, not touch the ground. Door tie, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, damaged. On the door. If you got an ABS light, talk about it. There's only 2 trailers out here with it. This one is 300 or 301, and they ain't gonna be on test day. But it was ABS light, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, damaged, clean, clear, amber color. Rear marker light, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, damaged, clean, clear, red in color. Got one at the top, my clear, my clearance light at the back, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, damaged, clean, clear, red in color. Photo light in the field. Now, same thing I said about the doors up front. Same thing I'm gonna say here. The door has to get this seal. You ain't got open doors. So have the doors properly mounted, secure, not big crack or damage, or bulges, holes, tears. Door handles properly mounted, secure, not big crack or damage. They open and close the door securely. Door hinges properly mounted, secure, not big crack or damage. No missing bolts, parts, or hardware. In the corners, I got my DOT reflector tape, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, damaged, clean, clear, white color. My rear clearance lights, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, damaged, clean, clear, red in color. Outside, multi-function light and turn signal. Inside is brake light. Oh, multi-function light, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, damaged, clean, clear, red in color. Brake light, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, damaged, clean, clear, red in color. My DOT reflector tape, top to bottom, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, damaged, clean, clear, red, white in color. Tag light, properly mounted, secure, not bent, cracked, damaged, clean, clear, white in color. Okay? Good point. Like you said, you figured out your ass missed something, you go back and do it. So I get what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Anything you think you missed before you say, even if you're on the inside, say, wait a minute. I just hold it to the end. I know I got to talk about this one. So I just go in and say, hey, I forgot to, hey, let me get back out and do that drive time. Y'all get what I'm saying? As long as you do it before you say you
Huh?
Okay. All right, y'all. So that's the end. Thanks for watching. That was part B and C. I cut it. It was some parts in there that I just thought was super funny, and I just kind of inserted them in there. But that was all. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this video. So yeah, this was what we went through to complete the pre-trip inspection in order to pass to get out the yard. Alrighty.